Every time we go camping, I start imagining total freedom. Waking up to fresh air, no alarm clock, no rush, just me, nature, and the open road. And I start thinking, would I like to live like this all the time? No hassle, no rent, no fixed address, just the RV, the road ahead, and the complete freedom? It sounds just perfect sometimes to me, right? But is it really? I think a lot of people dream about this kind of life because it sounds so simple. You wake up by the sea one day, then in the mountains the next day, no office, no daily routine, no boss telling you what you have to do, and you just make your own schedule. You decide where to go, what to do, and it feels like the ultimate freedom. And honestly, I get it totally. I feel the same always when you are going camping. I love that slow rhythm where nothing is urgent and I can just enjoy the little things like making coffee in the morning, reading a book, watching the sunset, or anything else. For example, last summer, I was sitting under the warm sun at a quiet campsite, completely disconnected from the world. Just me, the tent trailer, and the sound of wind in the trees. And yeah, I started to wonder, could I be one of those people, the ones who sell like everything, back up their lives, and hit the road in an RV chasing freedom? But then I had to ask myself, are they really like truly free? Are we ever truly free? Is freedom just no responsibilities? I used maybe to think that freedom meant having no responsibilities, just doing what you want, when you want. But the more I thought about it, the more complicated it became. I realized that freedom isn't just about where you are, it's about what you have to do to stay there. Normally on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok, we see all these dreamy photos of van life, the sunset, the campfires, and the remote beaches. Just perfect, right? But if you live on the road, you still have to make money to stay on and live like that. You still have to plan where to sleep, where to get food, where to park for the night. You still have to think about the future somehow. What we don't always see on social media, or I think that the people are not talking that much about it, is the breakdowns, the rainy days when you are stuck inside, and the stress when you have to find the perfect place to stay over the night. Most still need to work, or no? Even if you are living in an RV, you still need money for food, gas, repairs, campsites, or other costs. Some people manage to work online, some find seasonal jobs, or maybe some live on savings. But unless you are really lucky, you can't just travel forever without thinking about money or what happens next, or what happens if you're getting older, or when something goes wrong. And that makes me wonder again, if you are still working or worrying about the future, are you really free? I mean, would I get bored? Like, money is one thing, but the other question is as well, how would I actually spend my days if I lived full time on the road? At first, I'd probably love the slow mornings, the freedom to explore, the excitement of new places. But then, after a while, would I get bored? I actually like working. I like having projects, learning new things, creating some things, and if I stopped working completely, like totally completely, I think I'd feel a little lost. So maybe for me, freedom isn't just about cutting and quitting everything. Maybe it's just about having more control, like choosing what I work on, when I do it, and where I do it from. And then, are full-time RVs really free? Still, the question pops up. I've talked to a few people, who live on the road full time, and their answers are so different. Some of them love it. They are just working class, traveling more, and say that they feel truly free. But others say it's actually more stressful, always having to plan their next stop, worrying about breakdowns, and looking for a good Wi-Fi. And then there is the big question: when you don't have a home base, do you ever really feel settled? My kind of freedom is just like right now. I think I like my version of freedom, having a home, but also the option to pack up and go when I feel like, camping when I can, working on things I enjoy. But who knows? Maybe with some time, someday, I will change my mind. Maybe I will try to find the RV life and absolutely love it. Or maybe I will try it and realize part-time is perfect for me. Okay. Enough of me for today. What about you? Would you love to live in an RV full-time? Or do you think it's better to have a home and just go on adventures then and now? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and as well your thoughts about freedom. So if you like this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!